Hi there, football lovers! Support this video with a like and your comment down below. And without further ado, let's get the show on the pitch. Germany had an away game against Turkey here in Berlin. The Turks brought a lot of emotions. Every duel was cheered. I don't know whether that intimidated some of us, commented Nicholas Füllkrug, forward of the German national team. 18-year-old Kenan Yildiz netted his first goal for Turkey. His strike helped the Crescent Stars to equalize during the clash against Germany, whose citizenship he has since birth. The Norwegian national team will not be competing at the Euro 2024 in Germany. The team has 10 points and has no chance to take one of the first two places in Group A, even with one match day in hand. France thrashed Gibraltar 14-0, earning not only the most lopsided win in team history, but also the largest victory in European Championship qualifying stage. 3 more participants of the Euro 2024 final tournament have been determined. These are Romania, the Netherlands, and Switzerland. Al Ittihad have announced the appointment of Marcelo Gallardo as a new head coach. The contract was penned for 1.5 years. Zaire Emery has an ankle injury. It doesn't look good, Didier Deschamps said. Sao Paulo will acquire midfielder Luis Gustavo. The contract with the free agent will be valid until the end of 2024, with the option of extension for 1 more year. The medical tests will take place in the upcoming days. Manchester United goalkeeper Andre Onana picked up an injury during Cameroon's World Cup 2026 qualifier against Mauritius. According to Fabrizio Romano, his injury turned out to be not that serious and the performer will be able to play against Everton. Piotr Zielinski is asking for a significantly higher salary under the new contract than what Napoli are currently offering. If I've already said I'd like to get to the World Cup 2030, how can I not want to sign a new deal? Wondered Spain's head coach Luis de la Fuente. AS Roma are set to rival Fiorentina for Napoli goalkeeper Alex Meret if he becomes a free agent in the summer. Wolverhampton Wanderers forward Hwang Hee-chan could ink a new deal with the club, according to The Athletic. Warren Zaire-Emery scored a goal in his first appearance for France. He became the youngest post-war debutant and the youngest ever scorer in the history of Le Bleu. Barcelona have officially confirmed that they will play a friendly against Mexico's Club America in the US. The game will take place on December 21st in Dallas, Texas. The Catalans will earn €5 million. Juventus midfielder Weston McKennie has left the US team camp early, as doctors diagnosed him with aggravated left knee tendinopathy. The injury is not expected to be serious, and the decision to send him back to the club was rather a precautionary measure. Mandzukic didn't speak to me. If he did, it was only to insult me. Juventus ace Moise Kean shared his memories of former Torino representative Mario Mandzukic. Erling Haaland missed Norway's match versus Scotland due to an ankle injury. The injury is not serious, but he has so much pain and somewhat limited function, noted Norway's team doctor Ola Send. Rennes have chosen Bruno Genesio as their new coach to replace Julian Steffen, who resigned earlier this week, Le Parisien reports. Spalletti had called me and I simply told him that I feel Argentine and that I want to wait for Argentina, Matthias Zule said. David De Gea was a goalkeeper you could rely on, and Onana is not that, says former Manchester United defender Paul Parker. Gundogan and Kimmich, as we also saw at the World Cup, did not fit together as a double pivot. They are too similar, thinks former Bayern and Germany midfielder Lothar Matthäus. The president of Lazio, Claudio Lotito, claims he is confident of extending the contract with midfielder Felipe Anderson. If a second Premier League independent commission rules that Burnley, Leeds and Leicester City should be compensated £300 million by Everton for breaching spending regulations, then the Toffees could face administration and another 9 points deduction, the Daily Mail reports. I've been following the development of World Cup 2034 with great concern because it's exactly the opposite of what would be good for football. I would like to see tournaments like the Euros or the World Cup only awarded to democratic countries, Philip Lam told R&D. After taking over Chelsea, Todd Boehly and his team carefully studied the club's financial reports, and already in the first days it became clear that Chelsea under Roman Abramovich was not working quite right. It was not a stable and honest business, The Athletic writes. Former PSG and AC Milan forward, as well as the Ballon d'Or winner George Weah, has admitted that opposition leader Joseph Boakai beat him in the second round of Liberia's 2023 presidential election. If you play football for a club like Barcelona, your goal is to win at least one title every season, Gundogan believes. Fernandinho has signed a new contract with Atletico Paranaense until the end of 2024. Shakira won 2 Latin Grammys for the song about Piqué. One of the awards was presented by Sergio Ramos. Martin Odegaard has fully recovered from the concussion he suffered during training ahead of the clash versus Newcastle United. Both Arsenal and the footballer are looking for a return to action against Brentford. Bruno Fernandes on Man United tracking João Neves. I would love to have him at United. He has top quality, but it's João's choice. Memphis Depay's constant injuries may force Atletico Madrid to enter the January transfer market in search of another attacker. Lorenzo Insigne has signed a deal with large agency firm CAA Stellar and wants to return to Europe. A bunch of clubs are already interested in his services. Real Betis and AC Milan opened talks over the sale of Juan Miranda in January. The player and Rossoneri have an agreement on the salary. The transfer is valued at 3 to 5 million euros. Alright, we are moving on to the main news of the release. PSG and France forward Kylian MBAPPE scored the 300th goal of his senior career thanks to a hat-trick in the Euro 2024 qualifier against Gibraltar, 14-0. The Frenchman reached the incredible landmark at the age of 24. Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar have reached this figure only after turning 25. Kylian also backed his 46th international goal to move into 3rd place on the team's all-time scoring list, surpassing Antoine Griezmann, 44. Only Olivier Giroud, 54, who succeeded to net a brace in the mentioned game, and Thierry Henry, who has already retired from professional football, scored more. According to journalist José Luis Sanchez, Real Madrid winger Vinicius Jr. will be sidelined until February 2024. A 23-year-old Brazilian was diagnosed with a rupture of the biceps femoris muscle with damage to the distal tendon. Therefore, the footballer will miss about 13 games, among which are 9 La Liga fixtures, 2 Champions League matches, and semi-final of the Spanish Super Cup, plus a possible final. It must be recalled that Vini picked up an injury during the World Cup 2026 qualifier against Colombia. This season, the player has 6 goals and 3 assists. In early fall, Vinicius missed a month with another thigh injury. Despite Haaland's commitment to a 5-year contract upon his arrival in 2022, speculation surrounding potential moves to Real Madrid or Barcelona has persisted. The allure of Spain's footballing giants remains a prevalent narrative in Haaland's career trajectory. Manchester City attempts to remove a specific release clause from Haaland's contract and negotiations for improved terms faced resistance from his agent, Rafaela Pimenta. Pimenta emphasized Haaland's desire for autonomy over his future, shedding light on the complexities surrounding the striker's contractual agreements. However, insights reveal that the clauses embedded in Haaland's contract won't activate until 2025, offering a window for potential revisions. City, keen on preserving their prized asset, aims to discuss an adjustment in the release clause's value rather than its outright removal. In a fiery clash at Boca Juniors' La Bombonera, Argentina suffered their first defeat since winning the 2022 FIFA World Cup, succumbing 2-0 to Uruguay in a heated 2026 World Cup qualifying match, reported by Goal. The game, marked by intense moments, witnessed Ronald Araujo and Darwin Núñez securing victory to the visitors. The notable flashpoint occurred in the first half when Uruguay's Manuel Ugarte clashed with Argentina's Rodrigo de Paul. The incident escalated, with Ugarte accusing de Paul of being Lionel Messi's bottle feeder, and an unsightly brawl ensued involving players from both teams. Messi, responding to the incident after the World Cup match, commented, "It's normal. These kinds of games, qualifiers against Uruguay, it's always like that. I prefer not to say what I think. Young people have to learn to respect their elders. This classic was always intense, hard, but always with a lot of respect. They have to learn a little." Reflecting on the overall performance at the World Cup qualifier match, Lionel Messi acknowledged the team's discomfort, emphasizing Uruguay's physicality and danger on the counter-attack. Despite the defeat, Messi sees it as a test, stating, "We have to get back up and play a great game in Brazil." Folks, that's all we have for today. Check out featured videos and stay tuned to the Football News channel. Bye-bye!